welcome back. My name is Eliza Mozal and I help people explore more their spiritual side. And welcome back to day 3 of the week with intention. If you ever been curious about what is it actually like to live with intention every single day, that's what this week is exactly about. If you are seeking to explore more your spiritual side, your spirituality, and step more into your own power, this is the week for you. But if this is the first video you see from that playlist, be sure to go back to the beginning, be sure to watch the intro and start from day 1 on your amazing journey. And if this is a day 3 for you, welcome back, good morning. And today it's all about, guess what? The blanket of love. Yes, I know you've seen the title of the video. Yeah, I get it. I like to be excited about stuff anyway because it like how it makes me feel. That's what it is about. I like the effect produced by excitement. It feels good, it feels amazing, it makes me feel alive, and I like it. So let's get back to the blanket of love. So day 1 was all about connecting with your breath, reconnecting with that breath, with finding that balance between in and out, taking and giving, and accepting something and giving something, which is beautiful and amazing. And then in day 2, we were becoming more and more aware about our thinking patterns and the computer programs we are running on, and what's actually, happening in the background, what's actually going on over there under the surface. Ooh, a little bit scary stuff for some of us. Well, it was scary for me when the first time I was doing that stuff, and let me assure you, I'm not the only one who felt this way. So if that stuff is a little bit scary to you as well, that's okay, that's fine. Feel my warm hug, and it is normal, it is a part of the journey. And today, the blanket of love, it's about not trying to reject that part of you that is trying to tell you something. And as well, it's not always about figuring everything out straight away and having all the answers and know exactly why you're afraid, why you have anxiety, why this and this is that. Before we can actually go there, it's extremely important to actually learn some acceptance of yourself and learn actually to love these parts of yourself where for some reason you adapted the belief that it isn't right to have that. The truth is that every single emotion has its purpose. Even one of the lowest vibration emotions like guilt and shame, they have their purpose too. That doesn't mean we have to live them 24/7 or for 90% of our lives the way I did in the past. In the past, I was living in guilt and shame for 90% of my time, and that's what I was acting on. I was so afraid to even feel the guilt and shame that I would make decisions so I don't feel that, which are eventually based on guilt and shame and the fear of not feeling them, which is no constructive, no good at all. So, but having these feelings and emotions and experiencing them in healthy doses, it's very important and very crucial because it helps us remember who are we. Let's say you came up with an idea of stealing a bottle of water from the shop, which might be for some people a total no-no. For other people might be, something you can justify. For other people might be a daily tick. No judgment here. I'm not here to judge, criticize anyone for anything at all. This is not my job. What I'm trying to say is that if you have that idea and you take that action and then you feel a little bit of guilt and shame, this is a little bit like a compass which says that internally who you are, that action isn't actually in alignment with who you are or with who you want to become, who you want to be, right? So it is healthy to have all these feelings and emotions in some kind of volume if it's supposed to help you stay in alignment with the vision of yourself you want to be. Now, When we are going through that kind of journey that we are going through this week, when we live with intention, when we go through spiritual awakening, when we learn how to connect with body, mind, and soul, and how to actually create the lives we would like to have, we need to learn. Very important it is that we need to learn how to deal with our feelings and emotions. And the best way I can describe it is to, each time you feel something, you become aware of these feelings and emotions. It's about mentally imagining that beautiful, shining, bright blanket of love and surround yourself with it. This action, taking this action is extremely empowering. It is an act of self-love, and it is a beautiful and the most valuable investment you can ever put into yourself and into your future. When you pause for that minute and you notice, I'm jealous because he looks better than me, or I'm really envy her and the way she walks and the way she owns her story and this or that. When you have these feelings and you know they do not belong in your future, they do not belong, surround yourself with a blanket of love. Don't try to get rid of them or punish yourself for having these thoughts and feelings and emotions. Don't judge or criticize yourself. Acknowledge it. Embrace it with love. Give it a space. Surround it with a space of love. And when it is time, let it go of it. Let it go. Let it be. This is how we actually release the stuff that do not belong to the future. We first give it attention, we give it a space, we do not judge, we do not criticize, we don't try to get rid of it and reject, these parts of ourselves that they are trying to tell us something. We surround it with a space, we surround it with a blanket of love. So this is the intention for today, the blanket of love. Each time something is going on in your life, / it doesn't happening in your life and you would like it, surround yourself with a blanket of love. Give it a space. Cherish that part of yourself that is trying to tell you something. When I was going through that in the past, all these situations were telling me, Eliza, you are thinking and feeling the way that it doesn't belong to you. You have adopted the way of thinking and feeling that maybe it served you in the past. It helped you survive these moments, these periods in your life, but it doesn't belong to you anymore. It is okay to surround it with love, give it a big hug and release it. And this is so empowering and it's so beautiful. But I'm gonna shut my mouth right now and I'm gonna let me know by the end of that day through the comments section how did that went for you. And please be sure to use the most valuable tool you can with journaling that stuff out. Be sure to connect with yourself, connect with that part of you that needs your own attention, that needs your own love. Look, how much time would you love to spend with your kid, with your child, with your boyfriend, with your best pal? How much you give to them? You need to do that for yourself, by yourself. Make yourself a priority. That's what this week's about. That doesn't mean that you have to shut the door on anyone else, not at all. Again, it's about a balance, in and out, in and out. Okay, I hope that was clear. Have a beautiful and amazing day. Stay awesome, stay absolutely amazing, keep on exploring, and I will see you soon, tomorrow morning for day 4. How amazing is that?